Peace, greetings, good vibes to you, and namaste. I go by Onyx Moon, and this is Moonstone Magi Tarot. This is for Sagittarius, though. My Saggies, right? My Saggies. September the 22nd through the 27th, 2025. Tap in. Make sure you subscribe, and if you're interested in getting a personal reading, inbox me or email me, right? Same thing at the email address that you see in the description box below. All right, let's go, Sag. Let's go. Let's see what we got for you. I rock with my Sagittariuses. Y'all kind of be out there. That's because y'all ruled by Jupiter. But whatever, I ain't judgmental. I got a lot of Sag placements inside of my chart. Got Neptune in Sagittarius. Got Uranus in Sagittarius. But whatever. We ain't gonna disclose too much. But long story said, I rock with Sagittarius. Alright. Let's see what we got. Alright, one more shuffle. And then we're gonna dive in. I'm about to dive in. Alright, Sag. Let's see what we got. Heart chakra. The heart chakra. Listen to your heart when it's calling your name. Listen to your heart. Alright. Sagittarius. It's time for you to step into the heavenly realms. That's what I'm being told to tell you, Sag. It's time for you to step into the heavenly realms. We know, first of all, heaven is a state of mind. When you change your mind, you have access to those things. Right? So you have to change your mind. You have to expand your thought process. And we spoke about Jupiter. Jupiter is about expansion. Sagittarius is associated to the Jupiter energy. So expanding one's consciousness to open one's heart. Learning ways to heal the heart, possibly. Changing your focus, right? In a emotional sense, right? You have to change your focus. It's already pouring. I said pouring. I meant to say pointing towards some type of emotional conflict that you could be going through at this time. With that solar eclipse energy and that new moon energy that we had on the 21st, you could be emotionally triggered at this time to change up some type of narratives. All right? You could be emotionally triggered to change up some narratives at this time. Because, the heart deals with how you feel about the earthly plane and the things that you are willing to let go of so you can ascend to higher realms of consciousness. But if you are focused on the lower activities of the human existence, right, you will find yourself going through hell, right? And it's time for you to seek the truth. At this particular time, you are seeking the truth, or you could be realizing the truth. There's an imbalance, though. Maybe the truth has hit you real quick. It's bombarded you. It's just bam. Just hit you real quick, and it's unexpected. And now you don't know what to focus on because of this particular truth that just came. You could know that you need to handle this situation, but you also know that you need to handle how you feel about that situation. But if you don't really have the answer to the situation and the answer to how or what to do, to rectify those things, there can be an imbalance. Come on. We just said this. Choose your battles. Choose your battles. So one thing at a time. And what you need to do is get your emotions intact. Because when you get your emotions intact, you know how to respond to certain situations. And I just got through talking to one of my clients earlier about that. They told me that they had some situations occurring in their life and it caused them to shut down. And I stated that once we step into a level of maturity, because life is going to happen. As long as you're living, life is going to keep on lifing, right? But it's not about what happens during life. It's how we respond to what happens. And the response is what shows us maturity or showcases that we have matured in these day-to-day situations. So pick and choose your battles, okay? The next card we have is Manifest, which is the Magician card. So you have everything at your disposal to be able to rectify these situations and change your focus and to actually figure out what the truth of the matter is. You know, why are you so triggered? Why do certain patterns find themselves repeating in your day-to-day activities? You have the ability to tap into those things. You do. The next card we have is Coming Together. So it seems like you were hurt emotionally in a relationship, right? And this relationship can be romantic or platonic. Typically, when we hear the word relationship, we automatically deem it towards people that we're bumping uglies with or having intercourse with, but we don't understand that we have a relationship with everything. Look at this remote, okay? This is a Roku remote, right? But if the batteries aren't in a relationship with the remote, will the remote work? No. So there has to be an understanding of the connection, and there has to be an understanding that everything has a relationship status with you, whether you know it or not. But it all depends on how you treat the relationship. First of all, how are you treating your relationship with yourself? Right? Because you could be looking at everything else outside of you, but you need to seek the truth, which is originally inside of you. This relationship could not only be external things that you connected to in the past or in the present. This could be you connecting to yourself. So keep that in mind. You got to rebuild your relationship with yourself, Sagittarius, and that's what this solar eclipse energy is phasing out. It's allowing us to be able to focus on ourselves, right? Because that card, that rebuild card, which represents the tower, is right up under the change your focus card. So you should be thinking about yourself. There's nothing wrong with being selfish. Because if you have enough energy for yourself, you can pour that energy into other things as well. Okay? The next card we have is Take the Lead. Take the lead, right? And that's right up under the Seek the Truth card. So nobody's going to help you get to this promised land but you. Nobody's going to help you get to this promised land but you. This land of milk and honey, this place of success, right? You are going to help you do it, right? And even if people do help you along this journey, you made the choice to decide who you wanted to ask for advice, right? So there's a lot of stuff accessible to you. You could have been, I'm hearing travel. You have to travel. A vacation could be in order. You might be connecting with family for a family reunion, and then you understand that these people aren't really just, in a union with you, because in order to reunion with somebody, there had to have been a union in the first place. And a lot of times we just call people family because of blood connection, but that does not mean that they have the same energy as us. Take it from me. Trust me, I know. All right. Now, besides just choosing your battles and understanding where you're projecting your energy, what other advice do we have? Healing begins. You're healing. You're understanding who you've given your energy to and who you need to take your energy from. Right. And there's a certain mystery, right? Some mysterious things are taking place because, look, we got the curtains right here that are being opened. But that's after the 6, right? Where the curtains are being opened too. So when we start stepping into our healing, right? Because the 6 says that we need to heal, right? Step into healing, right? Healing the heart. As you can see, the green light right here, that's the heart chakra, right? The paths that we've been down, the things that have caused our heart to ache, right? We got to change direction, or should we say change focus, so we can know what we should put our energy towards, because that says choose your battles. Right? Rebuild the dynamic, because we see clearly that these things that we've been projecting energy towards really isn't conducive for us. And right up under the Manifest card, which is the Magician, right up under that card, we have Spread Your Wings. And I said this, man, you might want to travel, get out there, go do some things. Jupiter is about expansion. If you know anything about Sagittarius, which you are, right, y'all love to travel. You like to experience new things, right? A lot of people call y'all players because y'all like to experience multifaceted levels of people. to be politically correct, right? To be politically correct. All right. Bottom of the deck, we have the Emperor, right? But that says lead, right? And the Emperor is in a real boss situation, and this has to deal with the. This has to deal with the self, yes, the self, but this has to deal with the self. Yeah, focusing on you, right? You a soldier, boy. You a soldier, girl, right? You gotta wake up in the morning and cut your swag on, Sagittarius. Hmm. Tell these haters what's up. Yeah, you getting money because you focused on you now. Spread your wings because you're able to manifest. Once you step outside of your comfort zone, you're going to be able to manifest this reality that you want. All right, let's go to my other deck. All right. Now keep in mind, this is for the energy of September the 22nd all the way to the 27th. All right. Okay. Get okay. Let's see. Let me get one more shuffle for Sag. There you go. Ooh wee. They got a message for y'all. They wanted me to give you all these cards. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. We might have to separate that a little bit. You know, I don't know how many cards is that. That's like what? That's 6 cards right there. Yeah, we gonna do it. Cause I was gonna go to my other deck. We gonna use these cards right here. They wanted you. Hey, I can see it. I've been reading for a while, so I'm gonna ride the wave. I'm gonna respect what they have to say. First card we got is Voyager's Journey. Come on, man. If it makes sense, it make dollars. Voyager's Journey. Past life healing. Oh, wow. Right? You know, yesterday was the past, huh? It don't have to be like an actual past incarnation that you're healing from, but we are dealing with that because of the natal chart. The natal chart shows us what we have went through and what we need to actually rectify so we can ascend out of here and not come back. And sometimes we turn a blind eye to that. We have our focus on the wrong area. If you hear me talking, you hear me, right? And I said that with that Sagittarius Jupiter energy, which is associated to you, you might need to travel and go see some things and learn how to like heal and blah 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 blah. Right? Here we go. Voyager's Journey. Right? Connecting to you. You. Right? Next card we have is Clearing Karma. Clearing Karma. Kundalini activation. Kundalini activation. Stepping into a respect of self, right? And don't this kind of look like some Kundalini type stuff? You know, the energy swirling up the spine, the 2 dragons trying to intertwine and help you step into the divine mind. You know what I'm saying? As they flow up the spine. Am I lying? Come on. The next card we have Breakthrough. Uh-oh, they're going to break through that. They're going to break through that damn big ass skull of yours, right? Processing karmic debris. That's the second card. Talking about karmic energy, right? Or karma, right? Processing karmic debris. That's what that says at the bottom. And it says breakthrough. This is you breaking through right here. Low-key. This is you breaking through. So you can actually step into that healing energy and rebuild what you need. I'm just letting you know how the cards are piggybacking off of each other and giving you a particular story, Sag. And let's talk about this action. So we had Choose Your Battles, and then we got Healing Begins. But what else we got? We got Healing Separation. Come on. I love it. Healing Separation. It says go within at the bottom. Go within. Watch this. This is you going within as well, seeking the truth of you, right? Making a what? A breakthrough, huh? Processing the karmic debris, clearing the karmic energy that we do not need, activating the kundalini. You smell me? Yo, I love what I do, as you can see. Anyways, let's go. Karmic purge. Man, yo, you thought they was playing? I was going to shuffle the deck some more, but they told me to go with what I felt. And here we are today, right now, in the moment. Listen to your heart. Yo, and that's how we started it off, man. You've been ignoring your heart and what your heart desires. And it's been putting you through hell. Right? But now you're coming together with you. Your lower self is now connected with your higher self. As soon as we start purging all that karmic energy and we start reflecting on things, certain aspects, we step into this boss energy. Last card we got. Come on. Transformation. You can't make it up. You can't make it up. And that says battle of head versus heart. Like, y'all hear me, huh? Y'all hear me? Question I should ask is, you heard me, huh? With this card right here talking about choosing your battles, huh? But then we end it with battle of the head versus the heart. They shouldn't be in conflict. They shouldn't be battling each other. They should be aligned, right? Because that's the masculine and the female energy connected. The masculine, the female. The masculine thinks, the female, she feels, right? But as we know, all because we feel it don't make it true. And all because we think it don't mean other people feel it. There has to be a balance, right? To actually receive the justice that we need. I like this. I like this. I like it a lot. Right? But clear that karmic energy, Sagittarius. Right? You are nefarious for actually stepping out of your comfort zone and going to go find things that you want to own. You know, especially your throne, right? And making your kingdom your home. So I need you to develop a backbone and get it on. Am I wrong or am I right? We already know that you're soaring to new heights, but you got to have it in your sight. And that's why we got change your focus. You got the ability to hit them with the hocus pocus, right? Manifest some things. That's the magician. Y'all think I'm tripping, but this is real spitting right here. No bullshitting. But my name is Onyx Moon. This is Moonstone Magi, right? Because that's what I am, right? If you're interested in getting a personal reading and contacting me, you can email me at the email address below. We can set something up, and I can tune you up. With all that being said, peace, greetings, good vibrations.